iTunes, Radio Loyalty, Stitcher, and the brand new Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store. JiggyJaguar.us. You can stream the show live, 24/7 replay, exclusive news, and programming information. And we've got a great guest joining us on the telephone, and from time to time we'll let the guests do their own introductions here just in case I missed something. So go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
Hey, this is Rick Lambert, the singer and guitar player in the band Empty Trail.
Now tell us a little bit about Empty Trail. You guys are pretty amazing. Tell us about the band.
Oh wow, appreciate that. Well, let's see. The band is actually a fairly new project. It's only been together for a little over 2 years. The live aspect of it started out as a personal project of mine in the year 2013, and I don't know. I'd say it's like hard rock. It's got a lot of grunge influence, at least that's a lot of people say, for sure. And we've just been playing around the Texas area right now. We have a new EP that should be released around January, and working on some new music videos and booking some more shows.
Fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today that joined us live here on the telephone. Now, tell us a little about Empty Trail. How did the band get started and everything with that?
Well, let's see. So I started it out in 2013. I was living out in Los Angeles. Started out as like a recording project. And then when I moved to Austin, Texas, where we are now, I basically was looking for a band. So I went out to a couple shows, and that's where I met Ram Gov, the drummer of the band. Amazing drummer. And then looking for a bass player, I actually found him on Facebook, believe it or not, Shane Wallen on bass. And we've really been playing around Austin, Texas area for the last 2 years, kind of working on developing our sound, really, since it is a new project, integrating the rest of the band in it. And like I said, we got an EP, should be done in about January, release.
We've got the band Empty Trail joining us today here in our broadcast. They join us live here on Skype audio and actually on the telephone. They are fantastic. And so, Empty Trail, what's been the reception to your music so far, man?
It's been good. I mean, a lot of people definitely hear the influence, like I said, of kind of a 90s grunge aspect. Their music is pretty hooky, catchy, especially the new stuff. So generally the response has been really good. Really good.
It is a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our broadcast. Coast to coast, border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, Radio Loyalty, Stitcher, and the brand new Jiggy Jaguar app. Empty Trail joins us today here on our big program. So tell me a little bit about your musical background.
Let's see. I started playing guitar when I was around 12 years old, and I think probably the first band that, and I know I'm not the only one to say this, the first band to really introduce me to wanting to play guitar would be Metallica. And I was actually in like 7th grade, and you know, the cool kids or whatever, they showed me Metallica, and honestly at that point I'd never heard anything quite like that, and it just stuck. It just kind of became my life's passion, honestly. So I started out as a guitar player. My next biggest band influence, I would say, would be Megadeth. I really resonated with that band. And as I kind of came into my own as a singer, when I was a bit older, maybe 16, 17, that's where I got really influenced by the 90s thing. I really resonated with just the authenticity of the lyrics. It just made sense to me.
We've got a great guest with us today. Empty Trail is a great, great project, and we have got one of the main guys involved in Empty Trail joining us today here on the telephone, talking a little bit about the band. So tell us about how important social media, YouTube, everything is to the band Empty Trail.
Oh gosh, social media is just like, I feel like the music industry nowadays. So I mean, it honestly takes up a lot of my time. I'm always posting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, mainly Instagram though. Facebook's a bit hard to reach people at this point. But trying to put content all the time, gauge fans, keep people interested. The name of the game for sure.
We have got the band Empty Trail joining us today here in our broadcast. Now, where can we see and hear some of your music online?
Yeah, so really all the music that's released is everywhere digital that you could think of. It's Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, Shazam, I think. Pretty much anywhere.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we basically released a new single, My World, a little while ago. We have a lyric video up on YouTube if you want to check that out. And that one's also available everywhere. So add it to a playlist and share it around.
Well, we are going to do this. We are going to play that track, and I'm going to place you on hold, and I will be right back with you here in a few moments. Thank you, man.
Cool, sounds good.
Please hold the line. It is Empty Trail. They have a fantastic video up on YouTube. It's called My World, and here it is on our big program. That is Empty Trail, My World, and they join us today here on our big program on the telephone, coast to coast, border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, Radio Loyalty, of course, iHeartRadio today as well. And they are fantastic. So tell us a little bit about your musical heroes and your influences.
Well, like I was kind of saying earlier, I think for me at least, my biggest influences stemmed from guitar players. So I was a big Metallica fan, Pantera, Megadeth fan, guitar-wise. Vocally, definitely the 90s influences. So Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, things like that. I think, guitar work as well, I think probably falls into the 90s thing. They're kind of very similar, honestly, other than getting branded grunge. But, yeah.
We have got the band Empty Trail. They join us today here in our broadcast, coast to coast, border to border, on TuneIn, iTunes, Radio Loyalty, Stitcher, and the brand new Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store, jiggyjaguar.us. You can stream the show live, 24/7 replay, exclusive news and programming information. Well, before we let you go, what's next for the band? Now that you've got this single out there, you've got a bunch of other things. Is there a tour in mind? Anything? Give us details, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So in January, definitely working on putting a big tour together so that when we release that with the EP, it's going to be called Lost. And right now I got a show on December 21st to come and take it live in Austin, Texas. Also working on solidifying a date in later November. So, and a music video that should be coming out late November as well.
We have got
follow us on Instagram, Facebook,
yes,
Twitter, and you'll get all the details.
Good stuff. I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on the broadcast, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, James. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. There they go. It's Empty Trail, and they join us on the telephone. We are going to take a brief time out, and when we come back, we have got more coming up. It is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast.